Now you can hear me. Yeah, I've been having microphone issues where it won't work, and then I will update the driver and it'll work. But like, I've had to do that twice this week, and it's simply like whatever is happening with the software is just making every part of this more annoying. And I simply don't know what it is. But hello, you can hear me now. If you're in the Discord, you probably saw that I posted that I had a close call with a migraine today, and that's what you missed me saying at the opening of the stream. And that my brain is soft and tender like a damp sponge. I definitely feel better. Yeah, I went and napped, and sometimes just lying still in the dark can help. We're playing King of the Castle, as you're probably aware, because it's up on screen. I need to reinstall it from zero. I need to do some stuff with it, but right now it's just like, well, this is for another day. Actually, let me update I'm sorry, I'm updating the title so people know how they can join. You can't join yet, though, because they're starting a new fresh save file. So we need to decide which houses. Do I have tea? I should make some tea. I should make something with a little caffeine in it to kind of send me along this stream. I'll do that in a moment when I set everything up for people to join. But if you don't know, we're playing King of the Castle, which has Twitch integration, so y'all chat can hop in here in a moment. We'll get there. But we've played this in the past, and we stopped because they said that they were going to do a big update and change a bunch of stuff to make it a little bit of a better, more balanced playing experience. So that's what we're doing. You might not be able to join via mobile, which I'm sorry to say. So we are starting with an entirely fresh save file. Because if you were here for the last runs, it's because the purple counts won for all three of the games that we played, they won. Also because I am migraining, we will probably not play a full game this round, although it might, depending on like what changes they've done, if they've shortened the span of it. But I'm probably going to try to keep closer to the 2-hour streaming limit that I say that I try to aim for, although my streams have been getting longer and longer. We keep playing games that I really want to play, and that's a good problem to have. But probably will not be a 3-hour long stream today, because I'm gonna stream and then go back to lying in the dark. So I wanted to talk about Grandees of the South were the battle nuns, which I feel great about. So let's go ahead and definitely put them in. So the last time we had Chiefs of the North, Counts of the East, and Patricians of the Coast. I think I agree with you, Isoplot. I think we'll do Barons and Grandees because we didn't do them last time. Sora, I think I'm in the clear. I was having migraine aura in the morning, and usually it's like I have a migraine aura that disappears, and then like half hour to an hour later is when the migraine hits, and we're past that window. And I definitely feel like jelly-brained. I feel jelly-brained, but okay. Yes, we can vote. Here's the question. So I'm going to set up a poll for us to decide who the third team is. But the question is, do we want to have the counts available, or should we discount the counts since they won so handily next round? This is the question I offer you. Discount the counts? Stop the counts! I mean, here's the thing is I love the counts and I love the counts aesthetics, but it almost feels like we're cursing ourselves if we allow them. So maybe they've won every game you've played of this game. That's wild. Yeah, all right. We will just do. I'm going to allow additional votes. You say this as a former count? All right. The poll is up. If you pick the counts, we'll help you. We can't start with that now. We're not even in the game. The poll is up. It is between the Chiefs of the North and the Patricians of the Coast, which are the blue and the green team. The blue team, if you remember, was like the kind of the Vikings vibe. and the patricians were like the capitalists. So I had to go Chiefs for nostalgia. Funny. Do I still have the rules, the King of the Castle rules in Nightbot? Oops. I activated a thing I don't know what is. I don't remember what chat request. Thank you, Void Tea Time. Thank you for knowing my chat bot. Okay, patricians just slightly get the win on that one. Okay. Oh, Shuri D, I think. Wait, who? I think, yes, exclamation point king. Sorry, yes. Catching butterflies, thank you. It's not active yet. Don't type join yet. The game is not active and you will not be able to get in. So just hold it for a second while we finish the setup. So if you've already typed join, you are not in the game yet, just as a heads up. I want to update. Okay. Okay, now, if you type exclamation point join, and with your pronoun, you can join. Or if you just type exclamation point join, it'll add you as they, them. Whoa! Players who own the game can type exclamation point join and the region to join a specific region. So that's a change from the first round of this game we played. So if you own this game and open it right now, you can, 1, customize your character. 2, you're more likely to appear in the actual game, like the story of the game. And apparently now you can join the specific region you want. My guess is that these that are highlighted are people who own the game. They made us fancy on the screen. That's so unnecessary. It's very extra. Okay, I'm gonna let this continue to go for a minute while I set up some tea so I have a little caffeine during this. People are still trickling in, and that's good because my water needs to heat up. Oh, also you can, if you want to play along, you can change the color of your username in chat by clicking somewhere and doing something. There's an option somewhere maybe in chat settings where you can change your purple counts forever, even in spirit. I love that. So you can change your, to the left of the chat bar, you click chat identity. Okay. Excellent. Click the name in the user list and choose edit chat identity. And you can change your color. You don't have to. It's just fun. It's fun to see where everybody's allegiances lie. Wow, look at this perfect balance. 24, 24, 24. That's beautiful. Okay. Are we ready? Oh, somebody dropped. Oh, somebody added. Okay. All right. We're beginning. You can still join even if you're just, you can join at any time. So, just wanted everybody to pile in. Hey, Kaylee. Okay, God, here it goes. We're in it. We're in it again. Oh, hey, you know what? I forgot I unplugged my teapot so that I could recharge all my camera batteries, so I'll be right back. Okay, hello. We're back. Hello. Okay. Oh. Y'all ready? I'm really excited to see what all the changes are in the game. Got 72 nobles, which is pretty wild. Okay. Let's do council introduction. Now that you're the queen, your first duty is meet with the council of nobles. That's y'all. That's y'all. Okay. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom. The wealthy coast, the scorching south, and of course, the bleak march. Let's do the patricians, since we already know them. A pleasure, your august majesty. This is it's Sora! Sora 1326, hello. Welcome, cool outfit, very primo. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Guaranteed it'll happen. Grandy Bramble Rat. Also incredible outfit. I love the half cape with the cravat and the matching waist cincher. Really good. May the 9th God bless your reign, your holiness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. Nope, probably not. And then Baron Zinilux, possibly, of the march. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. Also good outfit. I love an outfit with tassels. New science, sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. Okay. Alright, we gotta do my path to victory. This is one of the things I would hope they would change. I feel like the king should get to pick their path to victory last, and the barons should have to pick theirs first. That is a balance issue I was sort of hoping that they would adjust, but this is fine. It's our beloved spy master and her human. I have never forgotten and will never forget our brief marriage to the spy master. Our one true love, our sober thoughts or drunken words moment where we finally got to marry her. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let's see. I think we're gonna do, let's do as a peacekeeper. Yeah, let's do as a peacekeeper. I don't, because they've changed all the stuff, so I don't know. Sword Saint Jenna? I don't know what the balance is going to be, so I think we're going to go with peacekeeper, because I think that'll be the most simple one for me to do. Maybe. An admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. The monarch picks their real objective much later in the game. Monarch picks their real objective much... I don't know what you mean. Yes, be my badger, I made a fresh save. So, I just wanted to go into this new patch / update with a clean, fresh save so that the counts wouldn't have such an advantage. Hey, Triple Comics! We're playing a Twitch-integrated party game. So if you want to join, you can hit !join and a pronoun to do that if you're interested. Also, there are rules here. Nightbot is not good at doing stuff on separate lines, so it's all kind of blended together, which is unfortunate. Once you have an heir, I will return to discussing how your ambition is progressing. That's right. Gotta get an heir. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Why the hurry? To delay any longer would make the nobles restless. Y'all are already restless, and I know it. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Oh no! Don't do that to me! Haha, we're all born restless, and the rest is drag. Very well then. Well, we wouldn't want that, I suppose. I guess I don't want to be stabbed. I've never been rested in my life. Sometimes it do be like that, right? Oh, right, you guys get to decide what happens in my coronation. Well, let's get this over with then. Okay, so we've got the same powers. Monarch marks their preferred voting option, and this gets 1 extra vote. This is one of the ones that I was also hoping would get changed, because that is meaningless when faced with the numbers of people I am faced with. So I know y'all are gonna vote for throwing me in the river, because y'all are weird about that. Y'all are super, super weird about that. And actually I'm fine with that, because that increases stability, which is what I'm going for. So we're starting the vote. If you don't know how to vote, you'll type !vote and then A, B, C, or D, depending on which option you want. So the options are host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine, which will cost money but increase stability. Proceed with a religious ceremony that honors the 9th god is B, that increases faith. C, throw the queen in the river, increases stability and lowers authority. Or D, outdated tradition, there's no need for a coronation at all, which would lower authority, and that's D. I'm gonna let this go for another second while I get myself some tea. Hut, 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 hut. Hut, hut, hut. Hello, yeah, it's Jenna. Hi. That's Queen Jenna, the God King, to you, chat. All right. I don't know what kind of tea this is. I put it in a little tea container, but let me smell it. It's some kind of Earl Grey. Throw the queen into the river. Queen Jenna, the God Queen. Oh, ay. The River King. It is decided the queen will be thrown in the river. Say, but we're now stable. You know what? As queen, if this is what it takes to make my country more stable, I don't mind being thrown into the water. What kind of coronation is that? A very traditional ceremony dating back to Queen Alma the Wise. It's meant to represent you being reborn as a true queen. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Tradewater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. Oh, exactly like a baptism. Yes, good call. Well, I really slurred your name altogether. Well. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? It's not. I know y'all are openly giggling. Okay. I love this. Wow, the South is so tiny compared to these other 2 kingdoms. How exciting. Okay. I think this means openly guffawing. Yeah, that is more like it. Ezra of the Life Serial lineage, love that, notorious Southern elder, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. I love the teal hair with the black and yellow color scheme. Like, damn. Damn, that's a look. Oh, this is your voting chance. And I don't think you have much time for this. So if you're a Grandee of the South, the yellow team, you can vote A for uprising, goal raise treasury, B fervor, goal raise own farming, or C excommunication, goal lower stability. So exclamation point vote, and then the one that you want, again, that's A, raise treasury, B, raise own farming, or C, lower stability. Can you still vote after this timer goes up on this one? Yes. Okay, it looks like it. But it looks like raise own farming. Your farming is already 6, so that's probably a pretty good bet, actually. Voting has closed. All right, you voted for B, fervor, raise own farming. So be cognizant of that, yellow team. The grandee claimant Ezra has been chosen by the ninth god to be the new monarch. They have promised a first miracle, food for all. To advance their scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to 5 or more in 4 seasons, which you're already at, so well done. Bertha, Bertha of the Sexalia de Rollo bloodline, well-known former bandit, stands before a blazing hearth, roaring with arms outstretched. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful queen, on the throne. How do I marry Bertha? Okay, your options are A, sorcery, goal, raise authority, B, intimidation, goal, raise stability, or C, propaganda, goal, lower stability. So this is a tricky one because lower stability is going against what I'm doing, which is beneficial for you, but raising stability is something we're both going for, so it might be a better bet. Although raise authority circumvents both of those options and therefore might be a better option. Well, I want to feel like this is y'all supporting me, but I know it's not. But a strategic alliance, I'm into a strategic alliance, which is what this is. Okay. Good voting, team. You voted for intimidation. Goal, raise stability. The barons plan to hold the queen hostage in her own palace. Oh no! I mean, actually, that's fine. That's where all my stuff is. First, they must lure the spy master into a false sense of security. Not my spy master. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. So far, everybody's winning. Julian of the Vanillizard family, notorious former pirate, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Jenna, the God King. Something must be done. Mechtel, okay, yeah, it takes a second or two for the colors to switch over in chat. So your options are A, subterfuge, goal, lower stability, B, conspiracy, goal, lower treasury, or C, corruption, goal, lower authority. This is a tricky one. No outstanding options. Although you probably already have lower authority since authority's at 4. My guess is that it's going to be a 5 or below situation. Okay. All right. We're doing it. Corruption, goal, lower authority. The patricians plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. See? Everybody's already winning. Bye, Mechtel. Okay, so just as a reminder, Team Red, the Barons, are doing intimidation, raise the kingdom's stability to at least 5 in 4 seasons. Ezra, the yellow side, the grandees of the south, are fervor, raise your own farming to at least 5 in 4 seasons. And the patricians, my embittered step-uncle, what? Okay, great. Want corruption, lower the kingdom's authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And actually everybody has currently won, so good job. Oh, and so I get to decide... if nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option. I was really hoping that they would have more new, different laws for me. And it does not look like it so far. So far. We'll see. Okay. Time to turn the party game into a farming game? Yes, I love that. Let's see. Which of these do I think is going to be useful against you? In the past, the golden choice was not particularly useful, actually. Reverse voting is tricky. The tricky thing about reverse voting is that it feels like the thing that would be most able... it's the thing I would most able to be able to trick the chat with, but I don't feel like... I would not feel good about... Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I have to be actually sneaky about using it and just not tell y'all. And I'm like, do I want to do that or not? The other one, Call for Unity, is actually not a bad option since I'm trying to increase stability. The reverse voting is funny because it has the most chaos element, which I really like. I like the chaos element. But I think I'm going to go for Call for Unity since increasing stability is my whole goal. Just feels right. It is true. That's true. It is harder to coordinate amongst the chat, even if I use reverse one. Call for Unity also was really difficult. This is the thing, is like, because there are so many of you, this is the balance issue, that it doesn't seem like they've actually adjusted much. Because there are so many people in the chat voting, you can get the thing that you want to happen, and there will be enough people to vote for the other things that it's really hard for me to actually achieve the Call for Unity stability point. I think I've only done it like once. Yeah, the golden choice was effective in splitting the vote, but yeah, this is the thing, is like, I don't think the gold has enough like value in the game. Yeah, like, because the only time you really use the gold, I mean, it has some plot importance, but like the only time you really use it is when you're voting for buildings. So, I mean, maybe that's different now, but we'll see. All right, let's do the honor guard thing. Let's get this out of the way. JD Birdie. Your esteemed highness, I have a brilliant idea. Why don't you hold a battle royale to choose your honor guard? I love that. Do we have an island? If you let us host it in the coast, we'll even pay for it. The spectacle will boost our economy massively, and of course, I'm confident that the coastal gladiators will win. Your Majesty, this is pointless. Why don't you just choose your honor guard and have done with it? Hold a battle royale is expensive, but it increases trade. I'm kind of apathetic about trade, but I do want a battle royale. I'm also curious about the less violent contest. No, let's do it. I think a battle royale would be fun. Excellent. I'll begin organizing the event at once. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a big hit to your personal finances. Sorry about that, JD Birdie. A week later, you receive word that the Battle Royale is due to begin, held, of course, in the coastal arena. You travel down to spectate along with a horde of murder fans from across the kingdom. Coast is trading good. Welcome, one and all. Today's competitors are champion gladiators from the coastal arena, fierce battle nuns from the south, and the Baron's battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Who will you support, your august majesty? Battle nuns, battle nuns, battle nuns. I think our coastal gladiators will surprise you. All right. Bells ring. Ah! 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 The bell rings. The battle nun leaps forward, her sword flashing. The gladiator defects with his shield, grunting with the effort. The battle nun dances back, fluid as a vapor, and turns her attention to the marcher soldier. Sparks fly as blades clash. The three fighters dart back and forth, almost too fast for your eye to follow. Once, twice, a blade finds its marks. Blood sprays, and finally someone stands victorious. It's the marcher veteran. Damn it! His scarred face speckled with his blood. His opponents lie dead at his feet. Oh no! Hey, Faith. Just in time for the battle nuns. Depths below, they must have cheated. Or we just got unlucky. Regardless, you have a new honor guard, your august majesty, but not the one you wanted. With that, the battle royale is over. Everyone agrees it was a fine day out for those who survived, and the coastal army attracts a wave of new recruits. Wow, that did so much for the patricians. It increased their trade and their military. I think they probably cheated. Can we agree? The patricians probably cheated there, right? Let's do a call for apprentices. I don't know. I don't know patricians. I don't know patricians. Baron A. Frosty says, "Bad news, your majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Hartsburg. It's Howl! I believe it is Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. The appropriately named Lady of Pestilence. Tell me more about this wizard." Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Pestia has influence over plagues, insects, disease, and other horrid things like that. She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking commoners from all over the march are lining up for their chance. Good for them. Why should I care? Kaylee! Kaylee, it's you! Noble patrician Kaylee Rowena says, "Not just peasants. I, Kaylee Rowena, have decided to apply! Oh no! The competition will be fierce, but those citizens are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen." Uh-oh. I'm actually very invested in letting you become a disease witch. Triple Comics, if you own the game, well, this goes for everybody. If you own the game, you can open it and customize your character, although I think you have to do it before joining. And the game is only $5 right now, which I think is a very good value for how much we've played it and enjoyed it. But I think it's going to increase to like $10 soon. So if that's something you want, oh, you're on a Mac. Yeah, I know. There's some people in the chat who have gotten it to work on like, I don't know, whatever Winebox or whatever Mac to PC interface is popular now. It's been forever since I've used one. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. Oh. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. A conflict of interests? How? Wizards only answer to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such that entire kingdoms cannot stand against them. Even an apprentice on the council would be disastrous. Noble patrician Kaylee Rowena could use magic to interfere with votes. Or you, for that matter. Then we shall assemble the council. Okay, thank God I don't have to decide. Because I would just let her have it. Cheers, my liege. But it seems like you, chat, are going to decide whether Kaylee gets to become an apprentice to a magician or not. You promised when I'm a disease wizard I'll be loyal to you, Queen Jenna the God King. I love that. So your options are A, allow noble patrician Kaylee Rowena to become Pestia's apprentice. That will change everybody's defiance ranking. B, require they forfeit their noble title in order to become an apprentice, which will presumably lower their personal wealth but increase the kingdom's wealth. Or C, forbid Kaylee Rowena from traveling to Hartsburg. Voting is not open yet, so I will let you know. And C, forbid Kaylee from traveling to Hartsburg. It changes the defiance options. I'm gonna set law for... because I'm hoping y'all will choose B, because that's obviously the best option. But we'll see. I don't know. Y'all are so chaotic. It's so impossible to tell. But I'm gonna do call for unity. Voting is now open. As a reminder, to vote, type !vote and your option A, B, or C. A is let her become Pestia's apprentice. B is they can do it, but they have to forfeit their title. And C is to forbid outright. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. Oh. I can stop this at any moment. Oh, no! I can't believe y'all are letting this happen. That's what I'll have to say. I mean, I'm glad Kaylee gets to become a witch, but I can't believe no stability for you. None of this does absolutely anything to stability, so okay. I should have stopped it. There was a moment when I could have stopped it when these were tied. I should have stopped it then because that would have been funniest. All right. Lance Hart, I'm never going to get unity. They've done absolutely nothing to balance making this possible for the king to win. Allow noble patrician Kaylee Rowena to become Pestia's apprentice. Okay. By the 9th, how will they keep up with their noble duties if they're spending all their time in the march with this wizard? It's a good question. Patricians are super chill, but everybody else is a little aloof. That's fair. And what if 9th preserve us, they actually pass their apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. Well, I don't know. It might liven things up around here. You have nothing to fear from me, your esteemed highness. Is that true, Kaylee? I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart, even as a wizard. Oh, I did get stability. Weird. Noble patrician Kaylee Rowena sets off immediately on their journey to the marsh. Actually, that is weird, because nothing it said. It didn't say in any way that it was going to give me stability. I don't like that. I don't like that it changed a stat that it did not tell me it would change the stat on. That feels like it's kind of undercutting the purpose of the game. It's because more than 50% voted. Oh, okay. Maybe? I guess so. Was that what had happened? Okay. Unexpected. Okay. Is that different? Because I thought it was... They might have changed that. That might have changed it. More than 50% voted for... Yeah, I guess just barely they did because not enough people voted for C. Okay, great. Okay, Pestia's presence in Hartsburg attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic seems to wilt crops for miles around. Oh no. Well, good for trade, bad for farming, but that's fine. You're still good. One really big frog. I'm glad that you're using your powers for silliness, as we should all strive to do. Baron Le Jonquier? Your Majesty, I've been thinking, Marcher soldiers are without peer, but our armies could always be stronger. What we really need are better horses, but the best don't come cheap. The Ashmedians have a surplus of destriers. Destriers, yeah, at the moment. Horses bred for war. Perhaps the crown could go halvesies with the barons to acquire some? For the good of the kingdom, of course. Oh, this is another group vote. Okay, so your options are A, purchase the horses for Ashmead, a big hit to the treasury, a personal hit for for the barons, an increase in war and a decrease in defiance. Encourage the barons to breed their own destiers for the march would 50% chance increase farming. And C, discourage... Oh, there's a 50% farming check, so it's based on your farming, which is pretty good. It's a 4. And C, discourage the barons' reliance on war horses. It feels likely to me that people are going to try to bankrupt the kingdom just because that seems to be a thing y'all like to do, so I am going to veto outright purchasing. So it's up to you to decide if you want B, encourage the barons to breed their own horses, or C, discourage the barons' reliance on war horses. So, sorry, y'all always want to bankrupt the crown, even when that is not a beneficial thing. So it just has to be that. Well, if you want horses, then you better get to farming. I don't know what to tell you. As I quietly slurp my tea off screen because it's too hot to pick up still. Make the horses yourself. Yeah. Hey, we have horses at home. All right. Encourage the barons to breed their own. Love it. Who's the one? Baron Detective Hoops says no. No horses for us. All right. The horse is at home, Jacob horse. Hey, it succeeded! The barons get to work learning everything they can about horse husbandry and the best breeding techniques. Hopefully you will see positive results by next foaling season. You get horse. Congrats on horse. Horse farming pog. Incredible. All right. It's the end of the season. Oh, okay. So, Detective Hoops coming out boldly anti-horse. I feel like getting bit by a horse would be just a miserable experience. They've got such teeth. That's my sympathies. I would not want horses if I had that experience. Okay, so how this works is you will type the command !fund, and then the first variable will be one of these building options based on your region. And Y will be the amount of your personal money that you are pledging. You should see an overlay on your screen that tells you how much money you have. If you don't know, everybody at this moment has exactly 1,000 coins because everybody starts with 1,000 coins. So everybody starts with 1,000. So if you don't know, that is how much you have if you can't see it in the overlay for some reason. You can put money towards anything, not just your buildings. Okay, that's good to know. That's been a question I've had. It's been unclear. Vanilla Zerd, you are in the game. You should still be in the game. Yeah, you're still here. You're a patrician. Okay. I know your goals. Yes, everybody knows everybody's goals. So, just as a reminder, the patricians are trying to lower authority. The barons are trying to increase stability. And the grandees are trying to increase farming, and I am trying to increase stability. So your options are A, library to increase stability, B, observatory to lower faith, C, aqueduct to increase farming, D, grand bazaar to increase trade, E, stadium to decrease military, or F, theater to decrease authority. I also love that the theater decreases authority. I think that's a really funny and I think very self-aware understanding of the purpose and power of art in our society and in this fake society. Oh, that's also good. You only lose money if it wins. That's good to know, explosives. Okay. This is another one also where it has a very strict timing payoff. So I'm going to click start auction in a moment. And once the time up for that is up, then it is simply up. And there's nothing I can do about it. So clicking start auction now, get ready to type. Okay. As a reminder, it's A for library, increase stability, B for observatory, decrease faith, C for aqueduct, increase farming, D for grand bazaar, increase trade, E for stadium, decrease military, F for theater, decrease authority. Currently, F for theater to decrease authority and C for aqueduct to increase farming are winning. Nobody, not a single person has voted for the stadium, which is fair. Oh, one person put all their money in for stadium. Much respect. People are being pretty coy with their money, though. Theater has a pretty runaway lead. The library could overtake the aqueduct, but it's pretty close at this moment. You can always also save your money. Yeah, you will gain or lose money during the events. Found the sportsman in chat. Okay. Time's up. We got a beautiful theater and a new aqueduct. Top contributor Faith put all of their money towards this beautiful aqueduct. Be My Badger putting all of their money towards this beautiful theater. We're going to name it. This is the Be My Badger Theater and the Faith Aqueduct, which I think will be confusing for people. In the future, when Legends of You have passed, they'll just be like, why is this a religious aqueduct? Okay. Incredible. I believe in the arts. Beautiful. I love it. You love to see it. Okay. Ooh. We gotta find a spouse. Hold on. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the noblemen, even the spy master. There's one person you can't avoid. My mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? Let's do women, because I would love to marry a battle nun. All plays must include one badger? Oh my god. That's like such a weird Shakespearean requirement. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Ah, we got exactly 100 nobles. That's very exciting. I'm really... If I don't have the option to marry a battle nun, we might try for the pirate queen again, which we tried last time we played and did not achieve it. The nuns are married to battle Jesus. Oh no! That's true. I forgot that's how battle nunnery works. Ooh, a giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. The fishbowl contains Lord Patrician Gosera suspended in liquid. He pokes his head above the surface. Your esteemed highness, a most infuriating circumstance has befallen me. Good grief, Lord Patrician Gosera. What has happened to you? I have cursed by a sea wizard. He inflicted me with these gills, so I can't leave the water for more than a couple minutes. What did you do to anger this wizard? I happen to own a tannery that is polluting some picturesque beach he likes. How am I supposed to... No. I demand you arrest this maniac and force him to remove these gills. I don't know about that one, Gosera. You might be on your own. Your options are A. This is another voting option. The options are A. Send a squad of coastal soldiers to arrest the wizard responsible, which will decrease your military, presumably because they will all be turned into fish. Or B. Send a diplomat to politely ask the wizard to reverse the curse. C. Close down Lord Patrician Gosera's tannery, which will increase defiance, decrease presumably Gosera's wealth, and decrease trade. Or D. Send the wizard a hamper of fine cheeses and a bottle of wine, which will increase defiance. Oh, that's really funny. I'm gonna vote for that one. I'm gonna use my power to vote for that one because I think it's funny, and I want to save the other two for more important stuff. All right, voting's open. A, decrease military by sending a bunch of soldiers to arrest the wizard. B, send a diplomat to politely ask the wizard to reverse the curse. C, close down the tannery, increase defiance, lowered wealth, lowered trade. Or D, send the wizard a hamper of fine cheeses and a bottle of wine for it to increase defiance. Yeah, I mean, obviously D. It's clearly the funniest. I have such a stuffed up nose right now. I'm wondering if that's why my brain is all gooped. Goopy gooped. Yeah, we are a very pro wizard. Can we get a wizard on the crown? On the throne? Under the crown? On top of the throne? How dare you! From then on, Lord Patrician Gosera remains confined to his aquarium. Oh. The sight of the great glass globe and its glub-glubbing occupant in the council hall quickly becomes unremarkable. Oh, it's so funny. I kind of feel bad. In a personal level, I feel bad, even though it is really funny. Good God, what in the ninth's name is that smell? Baron Notarinsan? Notarinsan? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Please stay away from me, if you please. Stay away from me, if you please. Not a double please. Grandee Toby Winter says, huh, it wouldn't do you much good. Everyone in the South is bathing these days, thanks to all our thanks to our Faith Aqueduct pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Faith, you've set off the latest craze. You've encouraged everyone to bathe. I love it. I'm obsessed. But if you're getting rid of that natural stink that wards off diseases, you smell rather nice, actually. This feels like an inappropriate thing to say, but I can't help myself. I like perfume. You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, Your Holiness. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities all across the kingdom. Fucking right we should. Hell's bells, really. All the decent hunter needs is to plunge into a forest pool to wash off the blood every once in a while. Damn. That's hardcore, Notarison. Oh boy. Wash off that healthy stench. Yeah, you gotta wait until it builds up enough that you can just peel off the dirt. Alright, so the options are A, warn the kingdom about the dangers of bathing. Mixed defiance, increased trade. What? Wild. B, have the queen bathe in public to show the benefits. Interesting. 30% authority chance, which is rough. Or C, build the bathhouses, which will decrease treasury, increase stability, increase trade, and increase personal money. God, it is really funny. The idea of bathing in public is really funny. But it's got such a low chance of succeeding. This is tricky. I think everybody's gonna want B. If you guys hadn't done such a good job lowering the authority, I'd be more inclined. I'm thinking, here's full transparency, I'm thinking of vetoing B. Just because that's such a low percentage chance that I think it's very likely I'm going to fail. It's just that patricians have been too effective in lowering my authority. If I thought it would work, I would, like, if that percentage were higher, absolutely I would allow it, because it's very, very funny. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, right? They will absolutely vote B. Absolutely people will vote B if I allow it. And I can't. That 30% authority is just too low. I'm sorry. Yeah, it has to be it. Sorry. A, warn the kingdom about the dangers of bathing, or C, build the bathhouses. The dangers of bathing, mixed defiance, increased trade. Building the bathhouses, decreased treasury, increased stability, increased trade, and increase a little bit of money. Probably for the yellow team, the Grandies, if I had to guess. Okay, I'll get the game. I mean, it's only $5 right now. They said they're going to increase the price in like a week. So if you're on the fence, now is the time. Although I will note that if you make a character, it won't update it until the next time that we all join. So, okay. 65 of y'all voted to build the bathhouses. All right. Work on the bathhouses begins immediately with the Grandies overseeing development. I think this is a very worthwhile thing about treasury. Worthwhile cost. True, the barons grumble about getting soft and smelling like dessert, but they'll say anything. Across the land, everyone is smelling much sweeter, and the Grandies are all the richer for it. We're much more stable. The South is getting rich, love that. And some of you Grandies just got a little bit of money, so good job. Yes, we're on a new save, Bickering. New save, new timeline, new teams. If you own the game, you can join a specific region now, so that's an update. Alright, that's the end of the season. Barons sell a weapon cache to the Tatterlands, making a killing. 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200 wealth. Nice. Congrats, Barons. Let's see. Yeah, the South is so small compared to the other ones. Okay. Let me think about how I want to do this. It would be nice to have a lot of money. And the Barons just sold a lot of money. I am inclined to tax the Barons. I think in the future, just whoever's getting this little trade bonus thing should probably be taxed. Because I don't want us to run into a situation like we had the last time where the blue team was overwhelmingly rich to a point where it was just like difficult to do anything. And you'll be a little defiant, but that's okay. I think we're okay for now. The Grandies did also get a lot of money. That's true. but not quite as significant an amount. And do I want to bribe anyone? Not really. This is tricky because, like, we're always risking rebellion. And I know they've updated Rebellion, but it was genuinely so frustrating to get really far in a bunch of storylines and then not get to see any of them play out because you will have to bribe the pets to keep a powerful plague wizard on your side. Kaylee, you haven't even passed the wizardy exam. Like, you're not even a wizard yet and you're already blackmailing me? This is extortion. I can't believe you. I think this is what it's going to be. That gives the treasury a little bit of padding, but doesn't risk overall defiance. Okay, that's it. Oh wow. Okay, I should have taxed the grandees too. I apologize. I should have done that. I had no idea. You're studying so hard. You're basically a wizard. I don't know. We'll see. Strongly regret not taxing the grandees. Okay, as technician, you're welcome. If you want information about the captions, which I think are very good, and they are also free, like if you just want them to tell other people to have them on their streams, the information about them is scroll down in my panels section. Yeah, obviously we're gonna do, no, I'm sorry, we gotta do eligible, we gotta do romance options first, but I'm very excited about inappropriate magic. Oh, Shirlev, let me check. Yeah, it says you're grandees. I don't know. Here you are. Okay. I have found three potential matches for you. One eligible young woman from each of the king's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. Well, wait. What if I don't want to marry any of them? What if I want to marry a pirate queen? That's a decision that can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Also, I keep getting claims. I forget how these work. By which I mean I've never known how these work. Let's chat see that you landed shiny new drops. They're in your drops inventory. I don't know what that means. All right, well, we've got new drops, and I don't know what that means or how to implement that. So, oh, it looks like we've got new hats. I guess. Yeah, okay, I'm looking at a bunch of hats that apparently we've unlocked that are all pretty cool. I don't know how you access them, though. So good luck, I guess. You want a hat and you don't have the game. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall where she's arranged 3 portraits on easel. Okay. All right, let's see the ladies. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. From the coast, we have Herona, the wealthy heiress to a noble patrician, lonesome Osborne's estate. I met her once. She couldn't resist bringing up how wealthy she is. She's also an obsessive collector of rare books. Well, I like that. She'll splash out thousands for the right edition. And she's recently been campaigning to improve living conditions in the coastal slums. Okay, I kind of like that. From the south, Seraphina, the eldest daughter of the Link Pearl's lineage, prone to depressive episodes apparently, but she means well. She's a savvy businesswoman. Wait, do you think the wealthy patrician, by helping to elevate the slums, do you think she's just gentrifying the slums? I'm thinking about it now. Maybe I was being too generous in my reading of that. She's a savvy businesswoman who has succeeded in the spice trade. There are rumors that she's obsessed with avenging an old slight on her family honor. Incredible. No, she's giving to the poor? Okay. Maybe. Oh, not bad at all. And finally, we have the March offering. Katya, scion of the prestigious Bulletproof Laundry bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. She's a zealous follower of the Ninth God, able to quote scriptures backwards and forwards, and at volume. Give her half a chance and she'll expound at length on how we should improve the lot of the peasants. Is that all? Well, we are the Himbo Nation. Yes. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. This is tricky. So, I do think I'm gonna go with the Pirate Queen. They've done such a good job of balancing out how both alluring and insufferable all three of these candidates are. But we never did get to see the Pirate Queen. No, Night Rook Raven! I mean, thank you for the resubscribe, but no! Don't depose me! You're so cute! Don't depose me! Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go try for the Pirate Queen. I have made my decision. I refuse to marry any of them. Without a marriage, you are alone, no alliances and no support, not to mention an insult to the most powerful families in the kingdom. What possible reason could you have for choosing not to marry? I want a party is the one I need, right? I think, yeah, for the Pirate Queen, I think you have to be female and interested in women only, and I think I have to choose partying option, right? People in chat who know how to get this to happen. Okay. I think, if I remember correctly, people said party works, but maybe they all do. Alright, good enough for me. Oh, that will lower stability, though, but... I mean, our stability is really high, so I'm not well... Oh, that's the problem, though. Heart already belongs to another, a lowborn commoner. Oh, these all lower stability. Maybe I should get married? No. I want to see the pirate. It's worth it. Okay. You always were an unruly child. Your days of hedonism are behind you now, no matter what you think. You're supposed to be queen. Queens don't have the luxury of freedom. You'll learn that sooner or later. Okay. Inappropriate magic. Love this image. Uh-oh. Baron Mountain Ash Tree says, Your Majesty, help me. I've been cursed, withering away. Kaylee Rowena to blame. Oh no, Kaylee, what have you done? Kaylee, what have you done? Look, I didn't expect Pestia's spell to do that. No, I mean, you haven't been framed. You are just outright with it. Anyway, Mountain Ash Tree stole my prized Ateshi toothbrush last week. I only wanted to give them a toothache. Unimaginable pain. Please, by the 9th, make it stop. Great God, this cannot go unpunished, Your Majesty, Baron Roswell Gaming says. A moment later, Mountain Ash Tree's skull falls off, and they collapse onto the floor in a pile. Rest in peace, Mountain Ash Tree. Long live Mountain Ash Tree II. Okay, this is another vote. A, force Kaylee Rowena to abandon their apprenticeship with Pestia. 30% chance authority on this one. B, hang Kaylee Rowena and be done with it for increased defiance. Or C, do nothing for mixed defiance. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I think I'm just gonna let the dice roll on this one. Kaylee, no. I think I am gonna veto do nothing. We can't do nothing here. I'm sorry. We have to do something about this. This cannot last. This has already gone so far. I'm so sorry. The voting is open either force Kaylee Rowena to abandon their apprenticeship with Pestia or hang Kaylee and be done with it. Oh man. Good luck. I'm gonna go put on more tea. All right, what did you vote? Oof. I mean, honestly, good choice. Although I do worry this is going to have. This feels inevitable that this is going to have complications. I could have increased stability with do nothing. Yeah, I could have done a lot of stuff. Force Kaylee to abandon their apprenticeship with Pestia. No, I won't let you. Unlimited power shall be mine. Yeah, I failed the authority challenge as expected. All right, well, I think we have a new villain. As the Palace Watch move to arrest them, they're vaporized by a wave of magical energy. Once the dust settles, Kaylee Rowena is nowhere to be seen. Well, this is awkward, Lord Patrician Evilwind says, breaking a long silence. The Barons aren't pleased that Kaylee Rowena got away, but no one can say that you didn't try. Oh boy. Oh wait. You died? I thought you vaporized the guards. But you yourself was vaporized? Uh-oh. Alright, well, rip. I think I misread that. She died as in disappeared. I see, okay. You think they... I don't know. Okay. I mean, I think she died. I think she dematerialized. I don't know. I guess we'll play it out and see what this means. You don't think she really died, but that's how the game labels it out. That might be the case. The Crystal Pox. Uh-oh. Shit. Baron Non the Ninth says, Your Majesty, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the march. Crystal pox? What's that? A most terrible disease, Your Majesty. Begins with a rash of boils which slowly and painfully crystallize until the poor victim is sparkling like a diamond. Ooh, girl, what a way to go. Eventually, the sufferer becomes a crystallized statue. Cool. A painful but admittedly glamorous way to go. Really funny. I am regretting not doing this first before inappropriate magic. But it is what it is. How many dead? Whole villagers have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I might make a suggestion. Yes, Treasurer. Victims of crystal pox are only infectious at the boil stage. Once they're fully recovered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. Indeed, the pox crystals can be harvested and used in jewelry. Fucking grim. Holy shit. If we allowed the pox to spread, we could make money in the march. Holy shit, Treasurer. By the ninth, woman, that is heartless even for you. That's fucked. That's really fucked. The only way to fight the pox is to close the roads and shut down all trade until the wave subsides. Is that what you want? For the march to lose money? Oh, thank God this isn't my choice. Okay. The options are A, spread the crystal pox and harvest the gems. Wow, actively spread it? Which looks like it increases defiance as well it should. Decreases farming, decreases military, decreases trade, decreases stability, increases the treasury by a ton. Whew. Don't do anything one way or the other is option B, and that decreases farming, decreases military, decreases... Yeah, that does all the same thing. Increases the money for somebody, and increases trade. Oh, this is faith. Sorry, this is faith. Or quarantine the march to prevent further spread is C, which decreases trade, changes money hands, decreases stability, and decreases farming. Well, there's no way for me to win. I'm just going to do call for unity, just to give me a chance of getting something here. And the voting is started now. So good luck, chat. I'm going to go get more tea. Post-pandemic type voting. A is funny but too gruesome. I can't disagree. Mechtel, I'll show you, but we can't do another thing. This is the last time we did this. It was like 20 minutes of me showing people their little characters. Although you do look very crisp. You look like a very cool little nutcracker. All right. Okay. Well, at least the stability is kind of a net situation. 76 of y'all voted for quarantine the march to prevent further spread. You're a cool little nutcracker, yeah. It's true. It's still possible to join the match, yes. Yes. Princess Squish? Princess Squish? Cool username. Yes, you can join at any time. Let me hit the rules again. If you type !join and then a pronoun, you can also, if you own the game, join a specific region. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the march. Nobody goes in or out. Nobody goes in. Nobody goes out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. Better stability, lower stability. Trade is now modest. Some barren wealth has decreased. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Marcher villages are dotted with gleaming statues of the afflicted. Good morning! But thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the march's borders. Once the roads reopen, the barons harvest gemstones from the quarantined dead and sell them at a tidy profit. Fucking grim. That's grim. Grim. But congrats on getting some money from it, I guess. Okay, that's the end of the season. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their scheme. Good news, my friend, Jack Lysmith says. That's a great name for a fantasy setting. The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Lord Noble Patrician Circle-Eyed says. Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the queen's rooms when she's out. Nasty. I forgot that the patricians are so nasty. That sort of thing. But the important thing is that the queen's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. So what's next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the chancellor and the rest of the queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the queen. Uh-oh, my authority. If the kingdom is in chaos, they will see the queen as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Good luck. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Okay. I guess nobody else's schemes have changed? Okay, so how nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain personal wealth or reverse voting. I mean, I'm definitely going to get rid of monarch's vote, which is just an absolutely useless power. I think I'll go for... I mean, the anonymous voting seems like it could have potential, but I think I'm going to do reverse voting. For the chaos. Okay. Undercutting, an honorable challenge, or the foaling season. Horses! Horse time. Baron Lujunk says, great news, the new foals have come in, and our horse breeding program has proven successful. They're stronger than ever. Of course, they'll take a few years to reach maturity, but my fellow barons are very optimistic. A new generation of mighty war horses awaits. Ah, nice. You're less defiant, I love that, and your military's now mighty. Congrats. Grandee Lord Muggins, with a great fade, says, what about the rest of us? Giving the barons a monopoly on war horses is irresponsible, I say. You can't trust them. Rude, but probably accurate. This is a voting option. A, the patricians and grandees can buy the new horses for a fair price. That'll shift wealth and military. B, Baron Lejunks should share their foals with everyone for free. Mixed defiance, increase military. C, the barons are entitled to the fruits of their own labor. Let them keep their monopoly. Mixed defiance. Or D, if the other regions want war horses, they can breed them themselves. Let's see. Buy new horses for a fair price. Breed them themselves. I think I'm gonna do This is tricky. I can buy the new horses for a fair price. Share the fools with everyone for free. Darrens are entitled to fruits of their own labor. Let them keep their monopoly. I mean, we're all one kingdom. I think I might veto option C. Because or do I want to do nothing? I think I'm gonna veto that one. I don't feel strongly about it. This is the other thing, is like I only have so many uses of all of these, so I am worried if I veto now, I'm gonna regret not being able to veto something worth later. I'm not gonna veto anything. We're just gonna start the vote. All right. This was 100% up. Yeah, I just abstained. This is 100% up to you, chat. So you cannot blame me for anything that happens here. I'm shocked at how many people are choosing D, honestly. Like, obviously the barons would choose it, but I'm surprised at how many patrician and grandees are going that way. Y'all don't want horses? Y'all don't want some horses? Is it because y'all split between these two that you couldn't get either of them through? It's wild. I'm just surprised. This is not the outcome I expected. "40 nobles voted for. If the other regions want war horses, they can breed them themselves." The patrician and the grandees are keen to get in on the equine action. The question is, will their own programs be as successful as the barons? Ooh, okay. So 80% chance, so this is based on like your farming skill. 50% chance on the coast, 80% chance for the grandees. So I think I'm gonna go for the one that just has a better percentage chance. Okay, inspect the breeds in the south. The initial results are good. The grandees take quickly to the art of horse breeding. Farm challenge successful. Military is now strong. Defiance now aloof. In a few years' time, the South will hopefully have a force of war horses that will make even the Ashmedians falter. Oh, I have to do both. Okay. I would love to have choices that matter in this game sometime. See how progress is going in the coast. 50% farming. In the coast, hey, that also succeeded. Horses for everybody. Chat, you chose well. I understand now the choice that you have made. You did a good job. In the coast, the patricians and their citizens are already well experienced in the art of animal husbandry and selective breeding. Successful, military now strong, and defiance is now aloof. Both the barons and the patricians are confident that a host of strong foals are expected next year. Horse! Congratulations, everybody on horse. Alright, an honorable challenge. Grandee Heilanini says, Your Highness, this witless mumblecrust. Whoa. Witless mumblecrust. What a great turn of phrase. This witless mumblecrust has besmirched my honor. They insulted my late mother. They called her a tyrant. Which witless mumblecrust are you talking about? That honorless dog, Bear Overdrive of the patricians. And who is your mother? A Grandee Heilanini the Senior, a fine woman, I assure you. She may have crushed a few rebellions in her time, but who hasn't? I would duel them to regain my honor, as any Grandee should, but noble patrician Bear Overdrive will not accept without your express permission. Oh. Now wait a minute, noble patrician Bear Overdrive says. This is a matter of respect. We can't be dueling in Queen Jenna the God King's throne room without due process. You're a coward, Bear Overdrive, and you may as well admit it now. Well, at least I'm no bloodthirsty brute like yourself. It must run in the family. Oh! My options are you may duel. It might be fun to watch. There will be no duel. Grandee Heilanini will have to get over it for increased defiance. Or I've had enough, arrest both of these fools for increased defiance and increased authority. It would be nice to increase my authority. I mean, I'm definitely not doing this defiance option. That's not fair. But I also don't think either of you have done anything worth being arrested, so I am gonna let you duel for our amusement. Like, obviously. Rip to one of you. Hey, Lanini grins wickedly, drawing her sword. Bear Overdrive turns their nose up slightly, then draws a bejeweled rapier and points it squarely at Hey Lanini. You don't think you got this one? I mean, if you're using a rapier, you're using a dagger to her rapier, my money is not on you, Bear Overdrive. The duelists circle each other before Grandee Hey Lanini steps in for the first move. Bear Overdrive jumps backward, batting the sword away. The second strike comes straight after, but this time it's a feint. As Bear Overdrive moves to defend, Hey Lanini twists and diverts her attack. The sword strikes true. A little too true. Hey Lanini cuts a deep gash across Bear Overdrive's neck. I win. Bear Overdrive collapses, and the court breaks into bedlam. Woo! Wow, that's a lot of blood in my throne room. Your Serene Highness, Noble Patrician Atelier Zeno says, they're dying. Grandee Hey Lanini killed them. Doctors rush in, but it's too late. Before long, the patricians are clamoring for reparations, while the Grandee insists that death is a known risk of dueling. Yeah. Duels are usually, they're not always to the death. Sometimes they're to the death, but there are different rules. And we didn't figure out if this was to the death before we did it, so... A. Sentence Grandee Hey Lanini to death, an eye for an eye, increased defiance, increased authority. B. Order Grandee Hey Lanini to pay monetary reparations, mixed defiance, increased defiance, mixed wealth. Or C. Let Grandee Hey Lanini off. Bear Overdrive knew the risks for mixed defiance. Ooh. This is a tricky one. Bear Overdrive, you were a patrician, right? Yeah, okay. I'm measuring the risks of increased defiance on this one. I mean, I don't mind the increased authority. The defiance is gonna get a hit regardless. Did I know the risks though? Bear Overdrive, only you can tell us, but you're dead, so it's impossible to tell. Do I want to call for any of these? I think this is gonna be another really mixed vote, so I don't necessarily want to call for unity, but it's kind of a waste to not do something. So I guess I'm gonna call for unity and then just hope. Reverse would be funny. Reverse would be funny. I want to save that for a different one though. I don't know for which one. I'll just do call for unity. It's fine. I think in this case they would be reparations. Reparations for Bear Overdrive. All right. Let's see. Evil wins. That's also really good. Reparations. It's really good. Woo. All right. Let Grandee Hey Lanini off. Bear Overdrive knew the risk is the winner. All right. It's rough. It's a rough one. Wow, that really increased defiance. Damn. It is, as the Grandees say, there can be no punishment for a duel betwixt consenting participants. All right, but the Grandees are less defiant, so that's something. The patricians are indignant, vowing that justice will be served to Grandee Hey Lanini, even if they must do it themselves. You make it clear they are not to go behind your back on this matter, but you're not sure that they will listen. Rip noble patrician bear overdrive. Alright, let's see what undercutting is about. Lady Patrician Maria Eve 93 says, I wanted to speak to you today about a delicate matter, your most august majesty. It concerns the copper trade. Oh, you might have to explain a bit further. Well, the March doesn't have much in the way of natural resources, but it does have a lot of copper. The Grandees mostly use it for jewelry, but it's also useful for medicine, would you believe? Not that it matters why they want it, just that they pay the barons a lot for it. Traditionally, we patricians have facilitated this trade, making sure that a fair deal was reached on both sides. Yet now the Grandees buy from the barons directly. Oh no, the patricians are mad that they're not middlemen out of more. They're cutting us out of the deal. You can't let them get away with it. Sounds like clever business to me. Your Serene Highness, please, just call a council vote, will you? I really don't want to increase the defiance of the patricians anymore. What if I just pay you to forget about it is a funny option, but I don't have the money for it. I'm not going to pay you off. I just don't have the money for it. I mean, I'm gonna shuffle this power off to the chat. Let's call for a vote. You are my eternal thanks, your august majesty. So the options are A, force the Grandees to continue buying copper through the partition, mixed defiance, mixed trade, a little bit of increased wealth. B, allow the free market to sort this one out, funny, mixed defiance, mixed trade, decrease wealth. C, bring the copper trade under the authority of the queen rather than the patricians. Increased authority, increased defiance, decrease trade, decrease money, increase treasury. Or D, ban the sale of copper altogether. That's a weird one. Increase authority, decrease treasury, increase defiance, decrease trade. Yeah, D is a really funny option, but it doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Allow the free market to sort this one out. Which, do I want to veto any of these is the question. I think I'm going to veto ban the sale of copper altogether. I don't think y'all will choose that anyway, but it's just like a wild option. Yeah, I'm going to ban D. Yeah, that's the plan. So your options are A, force the Grandee to continue buying copper through the patricians. B, allow the free market to sort this one out. Or C, bring the copper trade under the authority of the queen rather than the patricians. Patricians. Really, really funny. Split, 2% gold, 5 Iron Fanatic, Comic Sans Sheriff, and Pliable Head all voting for A. Kind of contrary to party lines. Oh, a late surge in A. Can it overtake it? I don't think it can. I think that's it. I think that's everybody's voted. That's so tricky. It was right on the edge. Right on the edge. Pliable Head, you thought you were green. That's really funny. 37 nobles voted for allow the free market to sort this one out, including Bear Overdrive II, funny, Frank Honk, and Chaos Technician. Aw, Mechdel, you got some lingonberry jam? God, I'm jealous. It turns out that the free market doesn't care all that much about the patricians' woes, and nothing can convince the barons and grandees to stop doing business. Uh-oh, the coast really upset. The March pretty happy with me, and the coast pretty happy. The patricians lose a grip on their monopoly, while the other regions' economies thrive. Alright, that's the end of the season. I mean, that wasn't my choice. I mean, I could have put a stop to it. That's very fair. But there's no reason being angry at me when this is the way y'all voted. The prophecy, see, I found out. I figured it out. I figured out how to be president. Just shuffle responsibility off to other people. The prophesied Ninth Herald has finally manifested on Celeste Ath, taking the form of a humble noble known as Ezra, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim. Ha ha, peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Ezra, Grandee Liz says. I knew you could do it. The plentiful crop has been a significant boon to our economy. Now that's what I call a miracle. Oof, trade is now a monopoly. Praised be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false queen. The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of chaos, the peasants will take up arms and die for you. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Deep in the forest of the March, Baron Isoplod has gone boar hunting with a few of their closest friends. Our plans are going better than expected, Isoplod says. The spymaster thinks that all is well in the kingdom. Thanks to her lack of attention, Jamu MP4 says, I've secretly smuggled in gunpowder from Kurth, enough to make give our armies an edge. Oof, their military is now terrifying. Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agents. We already control the Honor Guard. God damn it! Next time I'm just going to pay mercenaries. I can't trust any of you. If we can buy the loyalty of the Watch, we will have complete control over the palace. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. Okay, so as a reminder, barons, the red team, have to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons. The green, or the yellow team, the grandees, have to lower the stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. And the green team, the patricians, need to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. So, good. That's a tricky one. It's a tricky one all around, for me specifically. I love a new festival. But we're not going to be able to have it, because doing this festival is going to lower the treasury, I guarantee. I guarantee. Your Majesty, I was going through the history books and found the most interesting tidbit. During the reign of Queen Aga, the kingdom held a huge parade in honor of all the regions coming together. It was called the Day of Kinship, and it was quite the party. A festival, you say? Lots of drinking and dancing. I'm gonna do everything I can to marry the Spymaster game, old stinker. 100%. Yes, but it wasn't just about that. With all the visitors who came to the capital, the city flourished. I hear it made things much more harmonious across the kingdom, too. I suggest we reinstate the Day of Kinship. I don't think we've got the funds or the time. Maybe we could just have a small party in the royal palace then? Just something to recognize Queen Aga's achievements. Oh, that would be lovely. I'll arrange the food. You'll do nothing of the sort. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have more authority, but nobody's attacking authority at the moment. Wait, is this all just because you wanted a party? No, we're never in the same room together. It'll be most pleasant. I would love to celebrate with you. Well, if I remember how this went last time, everybody partied across the kingdom anyway. Let's see. Do we want to do Tremors or a desert option? Seb Harkness, if you want to join, just have one pronoun. Not both of them. I don't think it'll work if you do both. Although, let me check. Oh, no, it did work. Okay, they must have updated that. There you are. You've got a cute little hat. Okay. Blistering heat. Authority going up could help with the incoming stability nosedive. I don't think it will, actually. I don't think that's quite how that is going to work. Grandee Shuri D says, oh, look at your beautiful rose. Your Majesty, dreadful tidings. Summer has been exceedingly hot this year, and citizens have been dying from the heat. The harvest will be poor, as you can imagine. Hey, look, it's just like the Midwest right now. Decrease farming, decrease trade. Is there something I can do? Perhaps, if your highness and the council are willing. Force peasants to work through the summer. Oh, I remember last time we did the siestas. Okay. Force peasants to work through the summer is option A. Increased defiance, increased authority, decreased stability. Encourage regional immigration to supplement the labor market for B. Decreased defiance, decreased stability, decreased trade. Or C. Mandate midday siestas. Decreased defiance, decrease farming, decrease trade, increase stability. Let's see. Yeah, this is tricky because obviously you're going to go for the ones that... There's 2 that decrease stability, so I can't get rid of both of them. So... Increase regional immigration to supplement... I'm going to veto B. Because at least this way I'll get some authority. Okay. Your options are A, force peasants to work through the summer, or C, mandate midday siestas. Also, hello. If you're new to my streams, I feel like I should be doing this more. If you're new to the streams, hello. We're gonna be playing this game for a couple more gaming sessions. So whenever this session ends, which will be not too long. Then we'll be back Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time, playing more of this game. So if you don't follow me yet, now would be a good time to hit so you can come back. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. Okay. So A, force peasants to work for the summer. Predictably 1, because that's going to lower stability. Yeah, those poor peasants. Chat, you're so cruel. You prevent the worst of the heat wave's effects by forcing peasants to work just as hard as usual. That lowered your defiance, though. Authority is now dubious, hey, and stability now stable. Or steady. Many die underneath the scorching sun. People start comparing you to King Archibald Goldfinger, an insatiably greedy tyrant of centuries past. Yeah. I'm a communist except when I'm gaming. That's really funny. Funny and very real. Lord Patrician Moonbasket says, Your esteemed highness, our mutual friend Grandee Tiefling Kisser has discovered a nest of crawlers on a new tract of southern farmland. Y'all, you are hot, Moonbasket. You crushed this drip. I love this little peek at thigh. The nest of crawlers. Naturally, we patricians recommend they fill the tunnels immediately, lest they spread to other regions and endanger our crops. But Tiefling Kisser refuses to do so. Peasants have gone missing, Your Holiness. These crawlers are much more dangerous than they appear, Grandee Tiefling Kisser says. Legends speak of crawlers living in great cities beneath the soil, taking the weak to be consumed. We should leave the land to them. They are not to be trifled with. Marshall, tell me more about these crawlers. Horrible, cow-sized worms that live under the earth, with tiny, clackling legs like centipedes. They're rare but formidable foes. They turn up unpredictably and attack whenever they find before retreating back into the earth. I said it was Tremors, and look it is. It's Tremors. It's 100% Tremors. Nothing that well-organized troops can't handle, I'm sure. All right, round up the council. Thank you, Your Serene Highness. All right, the options are A, abandon the fields to these crawlers. After I've been making the peasants work so hard, that will increase defiance, decrease farming, decrease trade. B, fill in the holes and continue farming. Or C, send someone into the tunnels to investigate. I'm going to do call for unity. And we're just going to go for it. So again, your A options are A, abandon the fields to the crawlers. B, fill in the holes and continue farming. Or C, send someone into the tunnels to investigate. Incredible. Incredible work, chat. Absolutely overwhelming. You're sending somebody to get et. You are sending somebody to get et. 100. Okay. Send someone into the tunnels to get eaten. I volunteer as tribute. I respect it. Very well. Who will we send on this most unfortunate mission? Ooh, okay. We can send soldiers from the south. 60% chance military. Hire adventurers to explore the tunnel. We're not going to do that because that would lower our treasury too significantly. This is a serious matter. Send for a wizard. Decrease farming, decrease trade. Yeah. That 60% military option's not terrible. But I do want to add the element of the wizard. The chaos element of the wizard is so hard to resist. Yeah. We're sending for a wizard. This is the worst. It's a bad choice, but it's too funny not to. You send messengers to search for a willing wizard, but you anticipate it'll be some time before one is found. As you wait, more and more peasants go missing down the mysterious tunnels. So the farming took a little bit of hit, and the trade took a little bit of hit, but actually the south is pretty strong on both of these, so it's not too bad. All right, that's the end of the season. Oh, it's time for an auction. I am hoping Kaylee the second. That is desperately what I am hoping for, that Kaylee will return. All right, as a reminder, you'll do !fund, where X is the letter of the building you want to fund, and Y is the amount you're pledging. The options are A, cathedral for increased faith, B, thieves guild for decreased trade, C, aqueduct for increased farming, D, library for increased stability, E, observatory for decreased faith, or F, prison for decreased stability. Go for it, chat. It is now open. Oh. They're canceling each other out. Thankfully, 2 buildings get funded. Wow, everybody is just pouring absolutely all of their money into D and F. Which is really, really funny. It's so funny. Chat, y'all are wild. Also really funny that Haylenini funded 69 for A, just as Tom Selleck funded 1 for A, so that we didn't get the 69. All right, incredible. Really, really funny. Biggest contributor on both sides was the red team, Brutus J and Detective Hoops. Pro-library, anti-prison. Really, really funny. All right, Saint or Sinner, a wizardly warning or celebration at the palace. Let's do the celebration first, so I can once again have a chance to be briefly married to my love, the Spy Master. Banquet table in the palace is laden with food, ready for the day of kinship. As your advisors file in, you settle at the head of the table. The High Inquisitor is conspicuously absent. She was too busy for such frivolities. Your Majesty, I sent out letters to all the nobles to wish them festive greetings. And to remind them of their tithes? That's quite literally the first thing I wrote. I do hope we'd do something on a larger scale. I thought you would approve of being frugal. Oh, of course, this is rather lovely. That's enough for me. What are the rest of you having? Ho, 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 ho. I love the Marshal. Marshal, such dad jokes vibe. Please don't eat the entire banquet, Marshal. The Ninth God approves of restraint. Bah, who cares about restraint on the day of kinship, eh? We're here to enjoy ourselves. It's me, the terrible, shitty architect. You didn't forget about me, I hope. To prosperity in the kingdom. To prosperity in the kingdom. While the others exclaim, the Spymaster strolls out from behind a tapestry. Only the chief architect looks unsurprised. Ah, the old secret passage by that pillar. I read about it at the university. Very skillfully done, I'm just remembering that the Spymaster has recently been duped, if I remember correctly, by the Grandees, right? Is it the Grandees that have been duping the Spymaster? The spymaster inclines her head politely to him and settles down to tuck into the lavish dinner. It was the Baron's. A drink, Your Majesty? What if I get crunk? Well, this is the thing that we've run into before, which is like, I know what happens if I'm restrained and marry the spymaster, which is it gets annulled immediately to my great disapproval. But I think I'm curious what happens if I get crunk. So I think we're gonna get crunk. The mood grows raucous. The treasurer and the marshal argue over an old debt. The architect and the archbishop get into an intense discussion about flying buttresses. Things get rather fuzzy. Then you have an idea. Oh wait, is this exactly what I did last time? You stand up and pound your fist on the table. Your guests fall silent. Oh, that's right. Okay. Forget what I was going to say. I'm going to bed. Would increase treasury, which is big, helpful, but so boring. You're all unwonderful. That's why I'm marrying one of you tonight. It's a time to climb the palace tower. That would be a really funny way to die. Or I'm calling a vote right now. This is tricky because I am curious what happens if I call a vote. But I know for a fact going to bed would increase the treasury and that would benefit me and make it easier for me to win. I would love to win one of these games. I would love to win a single one of the games that we have played. I'm not going to climb the tower. I'm sorry. I'm not going to climb the tower. That is simply not happening. And I've already done the marrying one of you tonight thing, and it was immediately vetoed. What if we vote something good? Never once in the history of this game have you guys voted for something good. I could marry not the spymaster, but I think my assumption is better to know love and have lost. I think I could probably marry somebody else, but my guess is that anything I marry will be annulled. I'm so annoyed that they've so incentivized the most boring option. But I think I have to do it. I'm so sorry, chat. You're being very tempting, but I simply know that at the end of the day, you're too chaotic to be trusted. I trust you as individuals. I don't trust you as a group. I'm sorry. You fall into a long, luxurious sleep. Later, the treasurer informs you that the nobles' tithe have come in at record speed. The day of kinship reminded them of their duties to the crown. A resounding success. Chat, you know. Chat, you know. You know your trustworthiness. Your Highness, an update on your search for a wizard to deal with the crawler problem. A very small update, unfortunately. We received only a single reply from the wizard Gordius. I bet he's gonna want... He says, leave the Valgar alone if you know what's good for you, and to not contact him again about the issue. Shall I send a reply, Your Highness? Huh. Thank him for the warning. Let's be cordial. The Chancellor nods, then leaves the room. Or is that going to count as contacting him again? Oh well. If a wizard can't magic you out of this one, you'll need another solution for these Valgar, and soon. Saint or sinner? Noble patrician Cat JS says, all I'm saying is every grandee claims to have a saint in his ancestry. Your great-great-grandfather was probably a common dullard. Shut your mouth, you hedge-born puzzle-wit, grandee lacking sanity ironically says. His name was Saint Umber, and he defeated the werewolf of Aranjar by turning it to dust in an instant, according to my grandmother. If you're so sure, how about a little wager? A bag of gold says your ancestor was no saint. You're on. Please don't break out into a duel. Noble patrician Cat JS is spreading damnable lies about my great-great-grandfather. If you really think he was a saint, then dig him up. Saints are incorruptible. Even after death, they don't decay. Very well. I request the council's permission to exhume my ancestor and prove this fool wrong. Wow, okay. This is fucked up, y'all. A, grant permission for the body to be exhumed, a 60% chance roll. B, no, dead people should stay underground, increase defiance, which was really funny. Or C, ask the archbishop to check the church records instead. 80% chance stability roll. What? So increased defiance, I have to assume, is increased grandee defiance. So I actually don't, I don't really care at the moment if the grandees become more defiant. So I don't think I'm going to veto any of these. It's all fine. All of these rolls are fine. It's 60% chance for faith on A, 80% chance for stability on C. Those are the rolls. They might still be alive in there. That'd be really funny. All right. I'm gonna call it. Good roll, everyone. A, grant permission for the body to be exhumed. Ninth, bless you, your highness. Now where's my shovel? Gross. A few days later, uh-oh. A few days later, the body is exhumed from its resting place in the southern necropolis. Faith challenge failed. That's a shame. Grandee, lacking sanity, is horrified to discover nothing but a moldering skeleton. Well, some saint. I think you owe me an apology. By the 9th, I was so sure. Word quickly spreads of Grandee's lacking sanity's humiliation, and faith in the church weakens as a result. Lowered faith, yeah. Faith is still pretty solid all around, but not perfect. All right, end the season. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of her hillside villa. It's just not enough. The peasants love Ezra and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up to put them on the throne. They'll come around. The queen's golden age can't last forever, can it? The grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Somewhere in the march, Baron Isoplod sits at a banquet gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. They and their fellow plotters discuss their schemes between mouthfuls. Chomp, chomp, chomp. The palace watch won't accept our bribes. The treasury's practically overflowing. They don't need our money. And I suppose they ran straight to the spymaster to blab about it too. Damn our luck. Is this the end? The best investments are never profitable to begin with. We will bide our time and strike again when the queen least expects it. Your goal is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or lower. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Birds are singing. The market's in full swing. Do you hear that on the wind? You can make out the laughter of children playing a game. Yes, delightful. Wrong, it's horrible. The kingdom is serene and our plans are in ruins. My goal is to increase stability, so I'm doing okay for once. The queen's advisors are happy with their rule. We can't buy their loyalty yet. Believe me, I've tried. The patrician's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. Okay, gonna go ahead and bribe the patricians to lower their defiance a little bit. And, ooh, the patricians invent insurance. Fucking funny. The patricians invent insurance, making 500 wealth, while fires rack the coast. Other nobles gain 200 wealth. Oh, fucking funny. Okay. So, this screen is taxes. It's tax season. I might cruel tax the Baron just because they are so spency. And I might do that for the grandees as well, because if I recall correctly, they were very wealthy the last time. Yeah. Don't cruel tax you again, but I need the money. This is the problem, is you chose well, you didn't choose the option with the treasury. Please, I have no money. Okay, I mean... I mean, this splits me even, which is not a bad option. I mean, I still lose a little bit of money, but it's not too terrible. That will increase defiance, though. Maybe I should tax the grandees, since they have low defiance. And they do have high military. Maybe I should tax you both. I might tax you both. Yeah, you are broke, but you weren't broke previously. This is the trouble, is like I can't actually see like your household wealth. As far as my, can I look here? Okay, yeah, I can peek here. Everybody has a lot of money. Should I just tax all of you? Oh, I'm definitely, look at how rich the barons are. I'm definitely taxing the barons. Sorry about those of you who spent a lot of your money. Yeah, the grandees are a little bit poorer. For sure. Let's see. And the patricians are definitely the poorest. Patricians are by far the poorest, so I feel great about bribing them. Yeah, is this what I want to do? No, I'm going to tax you according to your means. The barons have the most money, so I'm going to tax them the most. The grandees have middling, so I'm going to do middling, and the patricians are the most. So this is where you're going to do it. Taxing according to your riches, and that feels fine. Yay, communism. No, this is how taxes are supposed to work. You're supposed to tax the people who have the most, and the people who have the least. All right. Queen Mother. That tax took literally all of my money. Rip. Despite everything, you still refuse to get married. It's unwise, but I'm willing to accept that I can't persuade you otherwise. There's one thing you're missing, however. Something even more important than a spouse. An heir. You need someone young, whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own will do the trick, even if they're a bastard. Or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm pretty certain I had a bastard child lying around somewhere. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimate the bastard without much fuss. I'll meet with the archbishop tomorrow. I got a couple kids. I've been partying pretty hard. I'm excited about whatever the abomination is, but let's learn more about the crawler problem. The Lord Patrician Moonbasket says it's been many moonbaskets since we sent for a wizard to deal with the crawler on Grandee Tiefling Kisser's land, and none have answered the call. We must act before this menace spreads to the other regions. Peasants disappear and sinkhole swallow villagers whole, while Tiefling Kisser hides in their mansion and does nothing. Belligerent fool. Imagine their retaliation if we anger them directly. I would rather abandon my estate. Okay, it's another vote. The wizard, only one wizard got back to us, and they were like, don't mess with them. Which is pretty convincing, in my opinion. So A, pay Grandee Hikaru to host Grandee Tiefling Kisser as they abandon the area. Mixed defiance, decrease treasury, decrease farming, decrease trade. B, gather the patricians to fight the menace on the open fields, 40% military chance. C, evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants, decrease farming, decrease trade, decrease defiance. D, do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own, increase defiance, decrease farming, decrease trade. I'm gonna veto the one that makes me spend money. I'm sorry, that just has to be how it is. Just has to be how it is. Yep, sorry about it. The options are B, gather the patricians to fight this menace on the open fields, 40% military chance. C, evacuate the peasants, evacuate everyone from the area, including the peasants. Decrease farming, decrease trade, decrease defiance. D, do nothing and see if the crawlers retreat on their own, increase defiance, decrease farming, decrease trade. Y'all, I thought we had a truce. Oh no, Triple Comics. Okay. Everybody voted? Y'all in? Cry havoc, let's slip the worms of war. Really funny. Okay. Doo-doo. Okay, 39 nobles voted for. Gather the patricians to fight this menace on the open fields. A bloody battle ensues. The creatures are terrifyingly organized and completely ruthless. Military challenge failed. Yikes. The military is now weak. Authority is now ineffective. Stability now united. And faith now irrelevant. So that was a hit across everywhere. Wow, the military took a huge hit. That's actually great news because you're most likely to rebel. So, yep. Soon after, the tunnels close of their own accord, as if the crawlers are no longer interested in fighting. The Grandees abandon the area and pretend that nothing ever happened. Excited to see what the abomination is. Grandee, lacking sanity, says, Your Highness, I have something to confess. A terrible mistake. Lacking sanity, what have you done? I was desperate to prove that my ancestor, Saint Umbra, was a saint after all. So I sought out a witch who lived in the giant snail shell in the desert. Cool. But what have you done? I paid her to summon my ancestor's spirit back into his old bones so I could ask him questions about his sainthood. But the ritual went wrong. More than ever, I regret not having a bones emoji. The Grandee lacking sanity's wealth has now decreased. My ancestor rose as a living skeleton. He killed the witch and ran off into the night. Oh, that's right. I do have a bones one. Wait, were people doing it? Okay, good. People were doing a lo-fi version of the bones emote. Well, just as a reminder, if you subscribe, look at this incredible emote that you get access to. Also follow. If you're not following, do follow, because again, we're going to be playing this game for a couple more streams. You fool! Dark magic! Necromancy! I should have you burned at the stake for this abomination. A snitch! Oh no, a snail witch is a snitch. That's so true. Okay. Your options are A, Grandee lacking sanity should be burned at the stake. Increased defiance, increased faith, decreased trade, decreased military, decreased stability. Task him with hunting down the abomination he created, which is really funny. 60% military chance. C, let him off with a warning. Are you kidding me? Decreased defiance, decreased faith, decreased trade, decreased military, decreased stability. Really fucking funny. Really funny options. I'm gonna do a call for unity because I really don't know what else to do here. Yeah, good luck. Okay. How often can I take acetaminophen? Acetaminophen. 2 tablets every 6 hours while symptoms last. Okay. The bottle said 6, but I only took 1 earlier because I didn't realize this is a take 2 situation. So I might take another one soon. Okay. Wow. A beautiful split, everyone. This is why call for unity if you are organized is fucking useless. Okay. It looks like C, let him off with a warning, is what takes it. We usually aren't this organized though. Yeah. Most generous, Your Holiness. Better than I deserve. Way better than you deserve, lacking sanity. Bah! This council will tolerate necromancy of all things? What kind of message does that send? Faith now agnostic. Soon rumors spread of a dead saint in the desert, a wandering skeleton wearing nothing but rags, who has attracted a rabble of mad followers. Uh-oh. The dead saint preaches that the modern Grandees have fallen from grace. Well, that's really funny. After all, they brought him back with necromancy. What more evidence does he need? His fanatical followers launch surprise raids on southern troops, flaming arrows in the night, throats cut in the barracks, supply lines disrupted, and trade caravans set alight. Decreased stability, decreased military, decreased trade. Good job, the South. The skeleton saint, as he becomes known, cool, will be a thorn in the Grandees' side for many years to come. Unfortunately, that's awesome. And the end of the season. Ooh, okay. Stop the count. The timer is set to 15 seconds and the vote will automatically close when the timer is over. B, the monarch can mark their preferred voting option if chosen. They gain 1 authority. Useless. 600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 treasury. I think I'm going to take that one just because it's good to have for the... for my goals. Oh, we're past 2 hours, huh? I don't understand how the timing works in this game. How long until the end of this round? We're really close to an end, aren't we? It's 3 events per season. Okay, so it's... Well, okay, yeah, it's 3 events per season. I don't understand exactly what the seasons versus rounds versus whatever actually is. So I don't know if, like, if we do the 3 of these, is that going to be the end of this game? Is a season... yeah, I don't know. This is the thing, is, like, I don't think there's a lot of clarity. 2 seasons per round, 3 rounds per game. Is this the last season? It won't be because no one has reached their goal. Does it just keep going until one of you win? That can't be how it is. I wish there was greater clarity. Clearly nobody knows how this functions. This is like maybe halfway. Keeps going until we win or you win. But my goal is just to maintain stability. Monarch wins after they secure an heir. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just do what's on the board now, and then that'll be it. So probably won't go to probably like another 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying. A brand new harvester. And this is my gentle reminder that if you enjoy playing this and want to see how this round turns out, you should follow me. And you should follow me and come to all of my streams, not just the King of the Castle one. My liege, Star the PJ says, the scholar and the great thinkers of the coast have invented a new farming implement. Some kind of horse-drawn machine that automatically reaps and threshes grain. They call it a wheat eater, and it's revolutionizing agriculture. Good job, the coast. You're very fruitful. It would be of great use to us in the march. Our farms are struggling to keep up with the demand, you know. Will not share the design with the likes of you, Lord Patrician Bysai says, Marcher Leech. Wow, coming out swinging. Our people worked hard on that machine. We deserve to reap its rewards, not you. Force the patricians to distribute the design, increase defiance, increase farming. B, compensate the patricians for the invention and share it with the other regions. B, compensate the patricians for the invention and share it with the other regions. Increased wealth, decreased treasury, increased farming. C, leave the machine in the coast only, increased defiance, increased farming. Or D, halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. Really funny. Increased defiance, decreased farming, increased faith. Really funny. God, that's really funny. I'm going to veto the one that's going to cost me money. Again, because I just need that to not lose. I'm treating myself to a round where I actually try to win. So, sorry about it. Listen, I took a lot of beatings in the first time that we play this game. I have an actual honest chance to win, and I'm going to try to take it. Alright, so your options are A, force the patricians to distribute the designs, C, leave the machines in the coast only, and D, halt the production of these machines. They're an affront to honest farmers everywhere. Some good options all around. Oh. Oh, it's... Oh. Oh! Ah! Okay. I was trying to pull the trigger when it tied because I want to see what happens. Oh, I have to select it. Ooh, how funny. For some reason, I thought it would choose one automatically. I didn't think I got to choose how to break the tie. I think is that new? Didn't the original, because I think we got a tie the first time. I think we got a tie in one of the first games, and it just did it automatically. Yeah, Seb, I think, okay. I was still hoping for some confirmation. I think it used to be that it automatically chose one at random. I didn't realize I get to break the tie. I would have been a little bit trickier with how I ended the voting options. It was always my choice? Okay. It does it automatically when it's just one faction's vote. Oh, okay, okay. So it does when it's just, okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, goodness. Force the patricians to distribute the designs or leave the machines in the coast only. This is tricky because the patricians do have high defiance. And so if I choose A, they will become more defiant. Which is not great for me. If I leave it in the coast only, the grandees will become more defiant. It's true that they don't have high military, and there's a lot to be said for that. I'm inclined to leave the machines in the coast only, if only because that's sort of what we chose for the horses. And so it feels like it's only fair if, like... I thought... Oh, wait, was it the barons? Oh, okay, I think you're right. The barons are the ones that needed it. I was misreading this. So the bear... Oh, so this is really like... Do I want to satiate the patricians? Oh, this is tricky. Yeah, we did reject horse communism, and it worked out great for everyone. Everybody got horses. This is tricky. Kind of sounds like you should have let us choose B. Nah. Because if I'd chosen B, then Barons would have actually won, which is not ideal. I think... I don't want the Barons to starve. Which would mean... No, you know what? We're gonna do what we did with the horses. I'm siding with you, chat, that everybody should be forced to come up with their own shit. So we're gonna do C. This is cruel, Council. Our people need those machines, but these greedy dogs get to hoard them and watch us suffer. This is much like, I mean, we did the same thing with the copper, right? It's like the free market, you know? All right. It didn't lower the patricians. That's a shame. It didn't, I guess that's fair. It didn't say it was going to lower anybody. Well, that's a shame. Oh, raid bloodberry tart. We will. Thank you, Lance Hart. I see it. Baron Geosdai says, Excuse me? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the march. Really? Because you look to me like you've swallowed. Okay, so all of these aren't going to increase wealth. Really? Because it looks to me like you've swallowed off. Things must have changed. That calls for a celebratory glass of wine, I think. No? Really? Because it looks like you've swallowed a wasp. There's definitely not an old witch who lives at the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for just a drop of blood, an offer which I absolutely didn't accept. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Baron. What did you do? What did you do? You keep looking at me like I've trod on your foot. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Geosdai, that's really clever. It's a really clever way of doing this. Okay, it's The idea of this one is really funny. The idea that ignoring this problem increases farming and decreases faith. Well, let's fetch the court physician and see if we can lift your curse. After a week confined to a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, the magic stops affecting Baron Geosdai so strongly. They're even able to talk about their ordeal directly. I've always tolerated that bloody witch. She'd send medicine to the peasants and help them find lost sheep. I never suspected she was capable of something like this. Yo, she's single? We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. A, take back Baron Geosdai's lands and burn the witch at the stake. 100% military chance. Damn. B, take back Geosdai's land, but let the witch go free. Lowers wealth, presumably of Geosdai. Lowers faith, lowers farming. C, let Geosdai suffer the consequences of their bargain, which is really, really funny. Really funny. All right. Just go for it. Any of these options are funny to me. Maybe she's interested in getting rid of the farm worms. It would be really funny. Ding ding. Looks like a minor league let Geosdai suffer the consequences of their bargain. Pretty funny. You mean I have to live with that old peasant woman lording it over me? No! I'm taking my lands back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. God, they're gonna be so defiant if I arrest them. But Geosdai is resisting your decree, chat. Like, they're the ones... They're defying what you said that they should do, chat. I think I have to arrest them. I have to arrest them. That's how this works. Maybe a few months in the dungeon will cool their heads. After I went through all the trouble to heal you. Meanwhile, the witch is well capable of managing Baron Geosdai's estate. The harvest is gathered ahead of schedule, and they're twice as bountiful as ever before. I don't know. This seems like it's kind of good for you, the March, so I don't know what you're upset about. A mercantile complaint. Your Majesty, the richest merchants in the coast have bribed the patricians to give them an exclusive charter. They now control all trade of glassware and jewelry, the coast's most valuable goods. Funny. It's a monopoly, Your Majesty. They're scamming the public by fixing prices, pushing smaller traders like myself out of business. Something must be done. A, monopoly sounds like good business. Decreased trade, decreased stability, increased wealth. B, demand that the treasury get a taste of the bribes. That's really funny. Increased treasury, decreased stability. Or C, declare the exclusive charter null and void. Increased defiance, decreased money, increased trade, increased stability. Yeah. All right, your options are A, monopoly, it sounds like good business. B, demand that the treasury get a taste of the bribes. Or C, declare that the exclusive charter null and void. Really impressive coordination for the Barons, except for Triple Comics, Detective Hoops, who is consistently voting against Red Istris, and Gooberfish. All right. Time for Mama to get a little taste. All right. I get a cut. Love that for me. You soon receive a generous anonymous donation from the address of one of the biggest companies in the coast. In return, you allow them to keep their exclusive charter. Everybody wins. Okay. Except for the merchant. You can't rebel yet. I'm sorry, guys. except for the merchant who came to complain to the council. He's found dead in an alleyway. Probably a coincidence. Y'all can't rebel yet, so I'm sorry. Okay. Monarch currently has no heir. Continue to rebellion. Report. Alright, so we got 1 on the verge of rebellion, 2 that cannot. Needs to be 7 or higher to rebel. Okay. Unfortunately, that is going to be the end of the stream because it's go time. My brain hurts. So, we will be back Thursday. So if you guys want to rebel enough, you can come back Thursday for when we continue the rest of this particular episode. Lance Hart, who are we rating? Bloodberry Tart? Is that right? Thursday I stream 7 p.m. Central Time, so we'll be back then. And then I also stream Sundays at 11 a.m. Central Time. So don't forget to hit follow and to turn on notifications if you want to come back and decide. Mechtel, I haven't decided 100% yet. I will be sure to announce it everywhere when I decide to change my schedule, so I wouldn't worry too much. All right, the raid is active. And I'm not going to go to the raid, so just tell Bloodberry Tart I say hello. And I'll see you Thursday for more of King of the Castle. Good luck. Goodbye.